Today on the Doctor Who Guide, we're going to talk about Peter Capaldi leaving Doctor Who and 2 conspiracy theories that are coming true as a result of Peter Capaldi leaving. So stick around because all that and more is coming up. The best box set that you can buy for Doctor Who. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doctor Who Guide, helping you grow your knowledge, your collection, and your connection with other Doctor Who fans. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing because I post guide videos, tips and tricks for expanding your collection, skits, and much more every single Saturday. So definitely subscribe if you're new here. And today we are talking about Peter Capaldi leaving Doctor Who. It started when Jo Whiley had Peter Capaldi on her radio show to interview him. In her own tweet, she says, "I wasn't expecting to regenerate a doctor this evening. Peter Capaldi announces he's to leave at BBC Doctor Who in Christmas 2017. At BBC Radio 2, sobs, crying face, crying face." That's a pretty accurate representation of how all Peter Capaldi fans are feeling right now. Doctor Who official also tweeted as well, "Peter Capaldi to step down as the Doctor, get all the quotes and the full story now." And they give a link to the blog, which I will also link down below, that has a lot more information, especially what Peter Capaldi says about how he feels about leaving Doctor Who. But there's an important detail. While Series 10 will be Peter Capaldi's last full season as the Doctor, he's not leaving in the finale of Series 10. He is leaving during the Christmas special of 2017. So apparently we're continuing the tradition of a Doctor regenerating on Christmas because, you know, Christmas is supposed to be happy, right? We gotta sadden it somehow. However, Peter Capaldi leaving after Series 10 brings me to the first of the 2 conspiracy theories that I wanted to talk about today. You know, everybody's talking about Peter Capaldi leaving Doctor Who. I wanted to add something new to the conversation, which is this disturbing trend of Doctors lasting only 3 seasons on Doctor Who. Now hear me out, okay? This is admittedly a conspiracy theory. It's just making all of these random connections. This is not proof, and I'm by far not the first person to think of this. However, if you look at the number of seasons that an actor has played the Doctor on Doctor Who, only 2 out of the 13 Doctors we've had has broken the 3 seasons record. That would be John Pertwee, who lasted for 5 seasons, and Tom Baker, who lasted for 7. So if we look at William Hartnell, he had 3 full seasons as the Doctor, 2 extra episodes. Patrick Troughton as the second Doctor had seasons 4, 5, and 6, another 3 seasons. If we look at the 5th Doctor, he had 3 seasons as well. 7th Doctor, same deal. He would have kept on going, however the BBC cancelled the show after 3 seasons with the 7th Doctor. Moving on to the new series, we have David Tennant in series 2, 3, and 4, again continuing that streak of 3 seasons per Doctor. Matt Smith comes along. Hey, maybe he can go on. We've got series 5, 6, and 7 before Matt Smith steps down. Following that, we now have Peter Capaldi. If anything, maybe now's the time where we could at least get a Doctor to be in 4 seasons. Unfortunately, that is not to be. Peter Capaldi will have been in series 8, 9, and 10. That makes him the 7th Doctor to have 3 seasons on Doctor Who. Now, William Hartnell, Coleman Baker, Sylvester McCoy, they would have gladly played the Doctor for more series than they did. Another sort of conspiracy theory within this is if you look at the new series, if you disregard Chris Eccleston's 1 series as a Doctor and take the 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctors, we see a trend of all of the new series Doctors lasting for 3 seasons, but 3 seasons spread over 4 years. Okay, we should be on season 12 right now. We're only on season 10. David Tennant had 3 seasons from 2006 to 2009. That's 4 years. Matt Smith had 3 seasons from 2010 to 2013. Peter Capaldi had 3 seasons from 2014 to 2017. So those are some frightening connections that we see over the period of Doctor Who. Let's look at the second conspiracy theory that I have for us today, which is far more disturbing. We're going to take a look at how the new series of Doctor Who is essentially reenacting what happened to the classic series of Doctor Who, which has some terrible repercussions because the classic series was cancelled and things seem to be moving a lot faster. So let's start off with the 9th Doctor. It's a new era of Doctor Who when the new Doctor starts off with the Autons and the Nestine consciousness. Let's go back to the 70s of Doctor Who with the 3rd Doctor, okay? The 70s, it's a new era of Doctor Who, everything's in color, it's a new Doctor, and guess what? His first episode also has the Autons and the Nestine consciousness. Moving on to my next point, which is that the 9th Doctor and the 3rd Doctor both regenerated and handed over the TARDIS console to doctors that were arguably some of the most popular doctors of their era. Now, this is of course personal opinion. However, you can't argue that both Tom Baker and David Tennant have a very large fan base. So we've got David Tennant and the Fourth Doctor as connections. However, there's more. The Third Doctor had Sarah Jane Smith, and the Fourth Doctor started out his regeneration and his tenure with Sarah Jane Smith. David Tennant had Rose. She was there with the Ninth Doctor and was there with the 10th Doctor after he regenerated. So let's move on. The 10th Doctor had 3 major companions, okay? Rose, Martha, and Donna. The 4th Doctor had 3 major companions. You got Sarah Jane, you've got Leela, and you've got Romana, okay? Both the 4th Doctor and the 10th Doctor handed the TARDIS key over to the youngest actor ever to play the Doctor, with Peter Davison setting the record at his time and Matt Smith again setting the record in the future. Let's take a look at the 11th Doctor and the 5th Doctor's companions, right? Both of the companions that they had before they regenerated stayed with the next regeneration of the Doctor. Clara stayed on for the 12th Doctor, Perry stayed on for the 6th Doctor. Both Perry and Clara stayed for around about 2.5 seasons on the show. They both had to deal with getting to know a nice younger version of the Doctor, and then all of a sudden a darker, more dangerous version of the Doctor. There are a lot of similarities between Peter Capaldi's Doctor and Colin Baker's Doctor in their gruffness, and I really do think that Peter Capaldi is more successfully doing what they tried to do with Colin Baker in the 80s. What's the matter with the new series copying or replicating what the classic series is doing? A lot of people like the classic series, a lot of people like it better. I love the classic series. Wouldn't I think that it's a good thing? Yes, I would, except for the fact that the classic series got cancelled. I don't want to spread fear. Correlation is not causation. However, I do think as fans we have a responsibility to be as supportive of the BBC, of the new Doctor, the new companions, and the new showrunners. Even if we don't like what they're doing, they are continuing on Doctor Who, and I really feel like we need to have an open mind. Send the BBC tweets, they're on Twitter, send them emails, message them up, call them up, and tell them that you love Doctor Who and you're a huge fan of the show of Doctor Who. I really think that if you want to see Doctor Who survive, and you don't want to see it cancelled like it was in the classic series, then we've got to give it as much support as possible. I'm not saying that the classic series fans weren't being supportive enough of Doctor Who, but I am saying that the best solution nowadays for us to keep Doctor Who going is to show your support for Doctor Who. So that's what I want to encourage you with. And please join me here on this channel where we love talking about Doctor Who, supporting Doctor Who, and keeping up to date with the latest on Doctor Who. So thank you for watching this video. What do you think is the best strategy for keeping Doctor Who on the air? How are you showing your support for the show? I know a lot of you are running brilliant Doctor Who channels. That is awesome, and that is a great way to support Doctor Who. So comment down below. What do you think about this? Am I just going crazy? You know, is the truth out there? Have I been watching too much X-Files? Probably. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, again, definitely consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.